YPG, 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 T5 scandal. YPG, 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 YPG.
Fact, suicide is one of the easiest ways for teenagers, the way out for them these days.
Fact, it's also been proven that even though more young girls think about killing themselves, more young men actually go through with it and actually kill themselves. So we're going to show you a quick video now. Take a look and we'll be back with you shortly.
One person every 40 seconds kills himself. And you still think telling someone to kill themselves is a joke? When you're 13, you should be writing love letters, not suicide notes. And when you're 16, instead of going out with your friends, you'd rather die.
Okay, so Judah, you saw the video that we showed just now. So it basically showed something that many youths, many adults, they go through this in their day-to-day life. But the aspect that I want you all to reach with us today is like this. The children that we saw that was pelting him, the person that bounced him, maybe we don't know if that person did trip or maybe that person's mind was far, so they didn't realize the action that they took. But it was so much building up inside of that young man that it drove him to this point. Because, for example, if we're walking on the street and, for example, I just pass and I bounce you, I ain't gonna think nothing of it. But what about if that day, every way that you walk, somebody bounce you? Or so you're walking and you're almost getting an accident, and all these things building up inside. So sometimes we don't think, or we doesn't even realize what somebody, the person next to us, what that person going through. And we just do things anyhow, we don't think about it. And it may seem like something small, Judah, but it's interesting how the video went, because it went from one stage to another, from one stage. So things just keep building up inside of this boy until he couldn't take it no more. And it's the exact same thing that many youths, maybe you're watching us right now, maybe you have a friend that maybe went through it, or maybe you don't even know what your friend going through, but that's your real brethren. Just for example, if you're lying on the block with your brethren, you go ever think your brethren go and kill yourself?
No, I wouldn't think that, because that is the biggest mistakes of friends, family members, or anything or anyone around you. Sometimes the thing that they may do, or the thing that they may hold back from that individual is like, she's okay, he's okay. But at the end of the day, you never know what's in that person's mind, what is the next step that they are going to take. You understand? For example, there was many experience where someone hold back a message or hold back something even a good morning, a good day, or a how are you from a certain person. And because of that, that was the person breaking point, and the person, you know, end up having suicidal thoughts because of something very simple. You understand?
Because they go think, okay, I ain't tell this person good morning and they went and kill herself. No, that's not what we're saying. But we're saying you don't know what the person next to you is going through. Maybe that person, the cup is basically full. So imagine a cup of water, it's completely full, but it's not pouring over as yet. And that one thing that you did, you pass and bounce the person, or you pass and you quarrel with that person for no reason, or you jump in the maxi before the person could go, and maybe that person was trying to get somewhere important, to get a job interview, to go somewhere that they needed to be. And in that one small thing that you did, that make that cup to flow over. It make the person to feel helpless, to feel hopeless, like, what am I for? Everything going wrong in my life, it don't make no sense anymore. So that's why we want you all to always think, what is person next to me going through? It's like something that I always tell myself, Judah. If I can't help someone, I'm not going to harm that person. Because it makes no sense. If the things that you're going to say is not going to be helpful, it's not going to bring something of peace, something of joy, something good, something positive. If you can't pay somebody a compliment, then don't give them an insult.
Yeah, the next thing is sometimes many people alongside you, they know what you are going through, or the person alongside you, you know what that person is going through, but yet still, at the end of the day, because you feel, you know, that it's not worth telling that person X or Z, because of that, you know the person is going through X and Y and the person needs encouragement. But because you want to keep everything, you know, thinking that I must always keep for myself, I must work on myself. But what about the person cup that is filled? You understand? Maybe the thing that you may say could encourage the person, you know, to have a different state of mind. Something that you experienced yesterday, you could tell the person today, and the person might say, but you know, she experienced it, so I'm gonna do something different to help myself to get rid of the negative thoughts.
Exactly, because just as something simple could send somebody overboard to be so helpless, something simple, something small could also be the boost that person needs to say, you know what, I'm not going to give up yet, I'm still going to try again. And that's why we want to take you all straight to the block right now to learn a new lesson with the teacher. Let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Sarafina, for that wonderful introduction as usual. Today we are going to look at a very serious topic. Today I'm going to talk to you about the face of suicide. The face of suicide. What does the face of suicide look like? Does anyone know? Many of us are hiding behind this. What is this? Yes, a mask. Many of us are hiding behind this mask. Not a literal mask, but the mask of I'm okay, I'm alright, nothing is wrong. Many of you youths are hiding behind that mask. When you remove that mask, sometimes it's too late. Or should I say, when that mask is removed for you, it's too late. What are we talking about? Suicide. What happens when the mask is removed? What happens when people look behind that mask? That mask of, no, I'm okay. No, everything is fine. No, I'm doing well in school. If you recall, let me take your mind back to an incident that took place last year with a 15-year-old boy that committed suicide. One of the things that we noted, the persons who were close to him said he was okay. He was always smiling. Everything was fine with him. What about you? Is everything fine with you? Is everything okay with you? Are you hiding behind that mask? Myself, Sarafina, Judah, and our team, this is our mission, to help you. Read my t-shirt. We are not here to judge you. We are here to help you. The YPG is here to help you. Suicidal, depressed, whatever your problem is, we are here to help you. Teacher, out.
Yes, Miss, thanks for the news update. And we was talking before the teacher introduced. You know, suicide has no face. We never know who is suicidal, what's going through that person's mind. You could have a smile on your face. Your face could be with a frown. Your face could be full of excitement. You never know who is suicidal or not.
That's true. And that's why we want to make the point. You have to be your brother's keeper. You have to be your brother's keeper. You have to be your sister's keeper. You have to be a stranger's keeper. It doesn't matter who the person is, because just imagine if you walking down the road or you take a taxi with somebody and that person come out of the car and you never say a word to that person, and next thing you know, you see the person on the news as killing themselves. Even if you say, I know, I cold-blooded, that ain't going to do me nothing, a little piece of you going to feel a little affected by that. So that's why we want you to be more aware. Just like last Thursday. Last Thursday was the International Day Against Suicide prevention, so to speak. So each of us, Judah, we could do something to prevent it. Whether we see it or we didn't see it. Just like you say, it had no face to it. It could be anybody. So just as it could be anybody that could commit suicide, it could be anybody that we could be kind to. It could be anybody that we could be helpful to.
Could change the day.
Exactly.
Put a smile on the face, change their mindset.
Give somebody a compliment. Easy like that. So you know. So we're gonna end this off now. But anything else to say?
No, sir, you know.
Sure?
No.
Sure. You wanna end the program?
Now you could go ahead today.
So, alright. So you guys know, just like the teacher showed, we're here to help you. We're not gonna judge you. We're here to help you. So give us a call. When our number is always available, no matter the time, wherever you're going through, give us a call. And like we just say,
don't kill the vibes. And that is it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later on, yeah.
Once you hope, anything is possible. Don't kill yourself. Kill that thought.
Hi, my name is Celine Burnley. Before coming to the Universal Church, I suffered from depression. My depression started from a young age, around the age of 13 years old. Along with the depression came other problems as well, like sleepless nights, hatred, anger, and eventually it all led up to having suicidal thoughts. I remember myself not being able to sleep well at night. I would have night attacks. At the time I was going to school and I had no zeal for my education. I would miss school a lot. Because of the depression, I isolated myself. I was always angry at everyone around me, including my parents, my family members. But most of all, I was angry with myself. Whenever I think of my future, I would never see a clear future for me, and it made me to feel hopeless. I would feel as though my life had no purpose. I couldn't see the value of my life. At that time, I never had the understanding of how precious life was or how precious a soul was. And even though I wasn't lacking anything physically, I had great parents and I had everything that I needed, I still always felt that there was something lacking inside of me. I always felt an emptiness. I was feeling so angry all the time, depressed, feeling so lost all the time, and I was just looking for ways to relieve that pain. The only way I found a relief from that frustration was by cutting myself. And so it came a time when everything started to be overwhelming, unbearable, and I acknowledged that that's when I needed help. So I started to go to the church with my mom. When I started going to the church, that's when I started to learn more. I started to receive the advice, the guidance, and directions from the pastor and the assistants. And so I made a decision to start doing what was right, to start putting into practice everything that I was learning. So I did my chain of prayer, I received my deliverance from all the frustration, the depression, the suicidal thoughts. And then I was able to receive the Holy Spirit, which was the greatest of all. I realized that that was the one thing that I always felt that I was lacking. It was the Holy Spirit. When I received the Holy Spirit, immediately I received the assurance that God is with me. Despite of being physically alone, the Holy Spirit assured me that I wasn't really alone because He was with me. I received the peace that I was in need of, found the true happiness that I was looking for. And today I can say that I'm totally free from depression, from suicidal thoughts, from the anger. I was able to overcome that frustrated life. Today I can say that I'm totally transformed.